Hi there, what are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. You see, you cannot expect something that you have not sent forward. If you have not sent a command, if you have not placed an order, you cannot expect it. Life is in the tongue. Your life today is in alignment with the language that you have held of self, of life, of your circumstances on a constant basis. If life is in the tongue, then I want to ask you right now, what type of a language or lifestyle or speech style would you like to hear yourself say every single day? Would you like to hear yourself talk about problems, or would you like to be in a position where you look at your reality and say, wow, I am so happy. I feel so relaxed every morning. Oh, every day I wake up with joy and happiness. Now, at the present moment, you might not wake up with joy and happiness. You might not wake up calm and confident. You might not wake up and 2 hours later you look in your bank account and there's $100,000. But the day will come when you send these words and images forward and your body is going to catch up with them, which means your body is going to be welcomed or received by that manifestation. It's not about creating the manifestation, it's about creating it within, sending it forward, and then the manifestation receives you. So once you get there, what would you like to say? Now, would you like to wake up every morning in that same house, being with the same partner, being with the same children, having the same job, having the same amount of money, traveling all around the world, traveling first class? What would you like to hear yourself speak in the near future? As I am working with my clients through this 5-day challenge in our private group Manifest Without Money, we are working on developing the self. And to develop the self creates the images. And the images are created by the names or the thoughts or the words that we attach to the image. It's as if we're describing the image, but you're not describing it. Most likely you are creating the image. Oh yeah, I can see that man sitting in front of the window with his pipe. He's wearing a black suit. He sits in the leather chair that he has received from his father that only passed 2 days ago. And as he looks through the window, he looks outside through the 3-pane window. There's mold in the corners of every window. He looks beyond as if he's lost someplace and gone somewhere in his mind and on another territory. On the right side of the house, of the window, there's a pear tree and there's a pear. And it has, it's peachy rose color and it's about to fall to the ground. Yet his eyes are fixated beyond the tree and he's looking into the horizon as the sun sets across the mountains and the valley. And right across the street there is this man with the sheep. And okay, so what did I do? I built a picture. I kept pulling from the void thoughts and images. I've described to you what I have put in front of you, an image that if I persist in it, my body is going to walk into. So when we talk about manifestation, it's allowing your heart as an adult to be open, is to dream and speak like a child. Unless you become like a child, you cannot inherit your own desire. It's locked out right now. And through the openness of your heart, through the allowing yourself to speak and build a picture, you begin to enter into your heart. You must allow yourself like a little child to speak and to imagine. And understand that what you are speaking, you are building the picture. So this is when you begin to guide the thoughts. Would you like to be that person? Would you like to be that person? You will feel that naturally from inside there's going to be thoughts and images that naturally come because they're in your nature of who you have become or who you have been. It's just that on the surface level mind, you think you're someone else, then you're not. And it's not who we are, it's who we are not that we're afraid of that keeps us from the life that we want. And so we want to discover that person that we do not know, the rest of us, the heart, the soul. The soul creates the picture. So as you begin to write a book, for example, write a book, think about it. A writer has what it's called a writer's block, because when you force a writer to write, they can't. But as they go about their day, their week, their months, all of a sudden these passages come through their mind. Why? Because their mind is open in unexpected times. Your heart is open to receive the language from inside, the images from inside, when it's not being forced. So the best way to manifest is not when you force yourself to manifest, but to actually focus on allowing your heart to be open and say, you know what? I'm tired of waking up and speaking the same language every single day. You have to become tired of speaking the same language. So if I was there present in the house that I want, what language would I speak? Speak it now. Play pretend as if you are there now. Why? Because the day will come when these words ripple into eternity. So when we continue to affirm every single day, you affirm with decision when negative thoughts come against you. But when you affirm with an understanding, and this is what I teach in my program, never ever affirm without an understanding that backs you up. Every promise, every word that you speak must be backed up by law, meaning understanding that what you're saying, you're going to walk into, meaning have this awareness that you are creating, and the laws of the universe are listening to you, and they're picking up every thought and image. And so, what's the language of your heart? What would you like to see every single morning? What would you like to see 2 hours after your morning when you wake up? Begin to go there now. You send your words and images forward, and then the body says, okay, show me the way. And you are going to be led. You want to be in a place of calm and confident in the law. Calm, your waters must be calm. Peace, be still. Sometimes when we go through deep heaviness, we don't know why. You know why? Because it's a process that maybe something on the surface level mind caused us to feel the grief and sadness. But it's that grief and sadness that you find the deepest of the deeps. And you'll find in a few days that you find yourself in this place of calm. And out of this place of calm, that clear understanding of who you are, your purpose, and how you create reality resurfaces to the level mind. And then you have a clear understanding as to, wow, yeah, all I have to do is change my speech and image. As Neville said, speech and image is equal immortality. And so it becomes immortal. What words would you like to become immortal in your life? That means last forever, that echo every single day. You wake up and you praise what you have. You are praise, you are gratitude. So what would you like to praise? If you see a car in the dealership right now and you praise it, why don't you imagine yourself with it and speak as if you have it here and now? And create a script of you looking out the window and seeing your car. Create a script of you stepping in the car every single time and look at your car and praise it. Why? When you praise something, you're welcoming it in. When you gratitude it or you praise, you lift into, you appraise, it becomes more valuable. This is not to say, oh, if you make it so big, you can't reach it. No, you're welcoming it in. You're saying, oh, I feel so good to have you in this car. You are not separating yourself from it. You are bringing it close to you. There's a difference. You're not making it bigger or harder to achieve. You are in the calmness of the calm, the deepest of the deepest. You become one with. If you become one with, you are equal to. Nothing is bigger than the other, and the law of relativity helps us to understand that. So as I'm writing the story of my life, you know what I said? The story of my speech. The story, my speech. My life is my speech. And my speech creates the image. And so when I say the story of my life, I say, what's the story that I want to keep saying every single day? I don't focus on the outside anymore. In the deepest of the deep, now I begin to bring out the richness that are deep within my ground, my soul. And so I lead my life. My speech leads my life. I allow my heart to give me the language of my future. What's the language of the future? My desires contain my future. So what would be the language I would like to speak and commend daily in exclamation and in praise that will ripple through eternity? I want to wake up grateful every single day of the things that I see around me, right? I'm leading my life, or I'm leading my speech. My speech leads my body. I reach for the next best thought each moment. My speech is not out of control, is in control. I will say it again at the right time, place, and place with exactity. The time will come when what you say and what you write down now in alignment with the image, you will find yourself when you will say it one more time in reality, and that it'll be the time when you actually see it into the physical. You know, there's a verse in the Bible and it says, you know, I think like a child, I speak like a child, but the day will come when I will become a man. Right now I see in shadows, but the day will come when I will see clearly. And that's what it is. Right now you must become like a child and speak like a child and see the images, even though they're like shadows. But the day will come when you will become a man. That means you will awaken in that reality, and that's when you're going to see clearly that your words have put your body in this presence, in this manifestation. So when we create and manifest, understand that your words are going to unveil what has already been there. If you could just allow yourself to unveil it, or to see the shadows in the mind. And like I said before, you see the shadow, it's only a reflection of what's the real thing right in front. So I want you to think of creation and manifestation as the shadow, what I see within. My God, the reality is just in front. Keep looking at the shadow, keep looking at the shadow, keep speaking as if you would speak in reality. Speak now as if you would speak then. So choose your words wisely. What would you like to say? How would you like to arrange your thoughts? Arrange them in the order that you want to find yourself exclaiming and praising and gratituding that day. Choose those words wisely. So think about the 4 areas of your life: your identity, your business and money and career, charity, your relationships, and your health. What would you like your eyes to see? And what would you like your mouth, what would you like your ears to hear your mouth say? Choose that now. So take time and don't manifest a free cup of coffee. Manifest a lifestyle or a new language of speech. Okay? So thank you guys for being here. Click on the bottom here. There's a link towards my program, Manifest Without Money. This is where I teach you how to create a lifestyle, not temporary things that are temporary pleasures.